Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I thought I would continue on today with making some ATCs, and I hope you come along for the ride with me. And I just wanted to show you real quick the finished ones that I did in the last video. I did some doodling on them and I outlined the sentiments a little bit so that they popped a little bit more. And then there's this one that says a thankful heart. Oops, I'm going this way. Okay. So those are finished, and I thought I would go ahead and make another one. I'm not going to make three because for some reason my camera cuts off at about 25 minutes. So to do three without speeding it up, I can't do it. My camera will just cut off. So I can only do short little projects without, going to music and speeding up the video. So I'll just make one today. And I went ahead and dug around in my little, what is this? This is my little ephemera file, or my little file that I have pictures that are more like focal points. And I found this pretty blue flower. This came out of like a little field guide or something. So I thought that that would be my focal point on this. And I did pull out some of the papers from my vintagey plain paper envelope that I used last time. And then I have some scraps here. These are scraps of jelly prints that I had, and I'm going to use those too. So I have this stuff. I've got some other things here, but I don't really know how it's going to go together. So let me just get started on this. And okay, that's for my hands. That's for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and put some paper down here. I want to use up some of my jelly print scraps because I have so many of them, and I enjoy jelly printing, so I want to make some more, but gosh, you can only use so many. I am thinking that I might make a actual notebook with jelly pages and just use them as the background for like an art journal. And I got that idea from Suzanne from Suzanne Rose Art, and she does that because the cool thing about that, if you make a art journal using jelly prints as your pages, then you've already got the backgrounds done pretty much. I mean, you can certainly add to them, and you will add to them, but there's something down. So if you don't have a lot of time, you can just go ahead and work with what you have on the jelly prints. So I'm going to use a little bit of this letter, but let me see, what else do I have? I've got some more jelly prints here. Let's go for a little piece on the top here. Like I said, I really don't have any preconceived notion of what I'm doing here. Now I will go ahead and tell you I'm sticking it up and over the top like I did the other ones. I'll cut them off. I'll cut them off when I get them all on to smooth up the card, because this one has a little white edge, I think, where I jelly printed it. The paper didn't go, or the paint didn't go all the way to the edge of the jelly plate, so I've got this white line there, and I really don't want that on the card. So let's see what else I've got here. And even pieces from the same jelly print might look different depending on where it came from the piece of paper. And I have some ideas. I'd like to do some jelly printing videos soon, because I have some ideas of what I would like to do. And one is using a craft supply that I rarely use. It's not a bad craft supply, but it's something that I don't need it, let's put it that way. So I'd like to use it up if I could. Okay, so we've got that one and that one. we don't have any of this paper here. This is a part of that letter. Where's my focal point? He's right here. Let's see here. I hope you can see this. Let's see if I put that there, though. I really do need something behind him so he sticks out. Okay, we'll stick it there. All right. Can't do a lot of thinking. My my camera won't allow thinking, so it doesn't cut off. But this, this is a part of the challenge. If you want to swap a ATC with me, I will put my email below, and I have to apologize. Somebody pointed out to me they were having trouble emailing me, and maybe more than one of you did and got frustrated and just didn't even let me know. I have to say, yes, this is one of these things that us old people do. Oh wait, I'm not ready for this yet. I don't want to glue that down yet. I have 2 email addresses, and I use one for kind of one type of thing and one for another. So when I put my email address under the video, the last video where I announced the challenge, if you want to just do a one-on-one swap with me for ATCs, well, what I did was I made up a totally new email address using parts of each of my other email addresses. And I'm like, well, I don't understand why she's having trouble emailing me. And I looked, I was like, oh my goodness, that's not either of my emails. That's kind of both of my emails, parts of both of them combined. So I apologize for that. I'm so sorry about that. But I will put the correct one here. And I did go back in the other video and corrected it. So if you want to swap just an ATC, just to put it in an envelope, a single little envelope, so that the postage is kept low. I'd love to have some ATCs because I'd like to start a collection. And if I get enough, I even want to have a binder filled with the little 2.5 by 3.5 pockets. Okay, so this is just the papers that I have down here. So I've just got this lined paper, this is a part of an actual letter, and some pieces of jelly print. Okay, so I've got that. And now before I stick my focal point on, what I wanted to do was to do a little stamping just to get the some cohesiveness. And apparently I've never used this stamp before because good night, it is tight in here. This is a Kaiser craft stamp and it's called Rocks. And I just think it has kind of a cool texture. And okay, so I'm not even going to put it on a block. I'm just going to kind of do this and just do some stamping. I'm just going to do it on this here so I don't get on my desk. And I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping just to get a little bit of cohesiveness here. And some extra interest too. And if you all know, if you've watched my videos, you know that 3 is my favorite number. And so I like to do like things in 3. So I stamped 3 times. So can you see the rock marks here? It just kind of looks like funky lines here because I didn't do the whole print. But it kind of just ties everything together so it doesn't look like 4 pieces of paper stuck to the card. Okay, so that's why I did that. So now I can take my little flower and let's go ahead and put it on here. Okay, and I'm going to kind of pull it over here so that the top part of the flower is on the letter, so the written letter, so that you can see it a little better, like that. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. Now, since I used black here, I think, and I'm going to use a sentiment that is black and white, I think I'm going to have to use black to ink the edges. So So I know that I've actually got brown on this sponge, but I'm going to just do it with the black. And just quickly ink the edges. Like this. See, if you use jelly prints, or even if you don't do jelly printing, if you don't have a jelly plate, you can just take some scraps of your scrapbooking paper and make a little background, put a focal point and a sentiment on, and it's a real easy little ATC because you're not having to actually create the background. You're already using something that you have. And what am I gonna do? Ooh, let's see here. All right, let's use this one. It says believe. All right, so I'm just using, this is ancient. I got this at back when Big Lots used to sell craft supplies. This is from Cosmo Cricket, and it's called Tiny Text. And it's just kind of like little words. Some are little sayings and some are single words. And again, I'm just gonna give it a little edging in this black. All right. And this is super, super sticky, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it on. I need to pull it forward a little bit so I don't put my fat head in the screen, but just so I can see that it's straight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, now one other thing, where am I at? I'm only at 11 minutes. Okay, we can go on a little bit. One other thing that you can do at this point is to add doodling, and I like to use, I have several different things I like to use for doodling. I like this Sharpie pen. It just says fine. It doesn't give the actual number, but I like that one. And then I've got my Posca paint pen, which is white, and I like that one. But I thought also I have these stitch stickers. They're long stickers that just look like stitches, like sewing stitches. And so I thought maybe I'd put a little bit of that on. And some people have stamps that look like stitches. If you have stamps that look like stitches, you could use that. I'm just going to cut a couple pieces here. It does have a clear background, so you really just see the stitch, and I'll hold it up and show you again when I have it on. I do have a sewing machine, and hopefully this year I will be able to tidy this mess of a room. My dilemma with my sewing machine is I just don't have a surface in here. Not saying I don't have a surface because my room's so messy. I don't have a surface like a desk or something that I could actually put a sewing machine on. So that is kind of a problem. I'd love to have one up here to sew on paper and sew on projects. But unfortunately right now I can't do that until, we reconfigure or something. Okay, so then I added the little stitches, and I think they're really cute. I hope you can see this. My lighting's not very good. We're kind of having a gray day today. But I added a little piece here, some here, and some here. Okay, so I added those little stitches. And then maybe I'll just do a tiny little bit of doodling just to show you. So I'll take my Sharpie pen. This is just a black fine tip marker. Any black fine tip marker would work. Whatever. And I'm just going to put some of my own faux stitching around the side here. I have to avoid that sticker though because the sticker has a shiny back, so I can't really draw on it because if I do, it's going to smudge. It will take a long time to dry and then it might smudge, and I don't want to do that. So okay, that one I put kind of close to that. No, okay, so I'm only going to do the 3 sides, and then I'm going to just do some little crosses. I like that, just the little cross marks because I think they're cute. Okay, so I just did the faux stitching around here, then I made some little cross marks. Let's do a couple more right there under believe. It's Easter coming up, so we'll put the cross on there. And then you can either, for a finishing touch, use a Posca pen or a white paint pen, which I'm going to do just for time's sake, to make some marks on it. Or what I love when I have my paints out is to actually put some white paint splatters on. But just for time's sake here, I'm just going to add some little dots here. And I did that with the little bird cards too. Just added. And I hope you can see that. All right. Can you see? Yeah, I think you can see the little white marks. Okay, so that was that easy. It was 15 minutes and I made this cute little ATC. So this is another one that I will be giving away along with the bird ones. And I'm just going to do probably the next couple videos making some little ATCs, hopefully using some different techniques for you guys to learn, so that if you're new to ATCs, that you can see it's just really not that difficult, and anybody can do it. You know, you just need some background paper, whether it's the jelly prints or scrapbook paper or whatever, wrapping paper, tissue paper, napkins, whatever you want, a focal point, a sentiment, and maybe some kind of doodling and inking. And that's it. Okay, guys, I hope you like this video, and please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. When I do get to 1,000, I will certainly be doing quite a large giveaway. I'm still not there, hopefully this year. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, I ask that you really do subscribe, and hopefully you'll learn some stuff from this channel. So guys, until the next video, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.